As Connie introduced, my name is Darren Stevens. I'm the Data Integration Manager of the SmartLine project. SmartLine is looking into eHealth and eWellbeing. It's an EU-funded project, and we're specifically looking to research and innovation and bringing new products to the market. So this is a project that is being run by Exeter University, but we're also partnered with Coastline Housing, a big housing association within Cornwall. Volunteer Cornwall, because a big part of the project is looking at resilient communities and social cohesion as well. And also Cornwall Council. So it's quite it's a big project, and there is hopefully a lot of things that are going to come out of this on the eHealth, eWellbeing side. So the vision, but primary for us, is to get communities thinking more positively about where they live. Now, in Cornwall, that's potentially not such a big issue. You know, there are still communities out there, and you know, you've only got to look out the window, and it's a lovely place to live. But there are still issues here, and everyone, you know, people are acutely aware of those, and so we are looking to help, you know, people to live healthier and happier lives, you know, when they're here. We do have funding available, and I'll come on to that later, to actually engage with Cornish enterprises, and we're looking to bring some new innovative products to the market, and also working with Coastline Housing, looking at the housing sector and how they can improve and look to potentially better manage their properties and things like that. So the research themes of this project, we're looking at the smart homes. So, and I'll come on a minute about some of the technology that we're using there, but that's looking at, you know, how much time people spend in their home, you know, are there any respiratory conditions and potential health conditions that they're dealing with, and is that related to the environment within the home and things like that. We're also, again, I think, to have smart and resilient communities, so looking at what volunteering is going on within the community, and taking that forward, not just formal volunteering, but informal volunteering, the amount of people that care for a neighbour or a family member, and things like that. There's an awful lot of that goes on that, you know, people aren't always aware of. Also then, another arm, because this is a very multidisciplinary project, we've got the economic side. So we're actually looking at what the economic benefits of all these activities are, and the effects of those. And then we've got a group of mathematicians involved, and they're sort of looking at predictive stuff, so taking the data that we're collecting and actually seeing, are there any things within that data that can say, okay, you know, we can actually spot a trend here, that this could be a sign of potential change. And theme 5 is where we've really got the opportunity to engage with the business school. So what data are we collecting? So we've got a system involved. We've teamed up with a company called Invisible Systems, and within each home we're actually measuring temperature, utility consumption, air quality, and humidity. That's being monitored in every single home. We're also linking that with the data from Coastline. That's a Coastline Housing involved. They've been very open in sharing their data. So we've got all of this data going into a centralised repository, which, you know, we will, under GDPR, there's 4 letters that nobody likes to mention at the moment, we will be anonymising and modernising data and getting that out through a web portal. So most of the tech that we're using is using a private LoRa network, and then that information is coming back across the mobile network. So as I said, we're very focused on the communities. One of the parts of the project for us is obviously communicating with the participants. Many of the participants that we are using, in fact, when we initially engaged with Coastline, it was over 50% of the participants of the project were not already online. So part of this project, we've given them the opportunity to get online. We're supplying them with a tablet PC, and with sort of 2 gigabytes of data for use every month. That will allow us to carry on, complete some more surveys with them and look at take some health information back to them. But it's also giving them the opportunity to get online and for the first time and actually use that. And we haven't just dumped it on them, because that would have been a bad move, for want of a better phrase. And we've actually instigated training as well. We've got a local training firm, community engagement firm involved with that. So we're helping people out in that respect as well. So that's on the community. One of the research things we're doing is actually looking at this thing called social contagion, which was a bit new to me, which is a really good idea. Sort of looking for those linchpin people within the community. If you can get the message to them, it can actually permeate quite well. And before coming to this, I used to work in marine biology, and I've known about marine plastics for the last 15, 20 years. Again, that message out has been quite difficult. So David Attenborough mentions it, and there we go. So, but it's that idea on a much smaller scale. They're looking for those linchpin people that you can get those positive messages out. So I said we're engaging with enterprises, and please come and speak to me, and I can make sure you get in touch with the right people. We have got some grants available, running from sort of £1,000 to a starting grant up to about 20,000, and we're looking to engage with Cornish SMEs and research groups so we can undertake some of these projects through to completion. I only had 6 minutes, and I hope I've been under that. So, yeah, that's a basic overview of what SmartLine's doing. I can tell you that we're over 20 million data points at the moment from all those sensors that have gone in, which is more than I can handle at the moment, but there we go. And so, yeah, if you've got any questions, please come and see me afterwards, and the website's on the screen.